Hello. So you have been thinking and you came to the conclusion that going back to work is a terrible idea. You definitely will not go back to work. And that's very good. It's good you're not going back to work. So what's next? You're not going back to work. How is your life going to be set out now that you decide not to go back to work? Are you going to leave at home and choose one of the options, which is be a mother that sleeps when her child sleeps, that wakes up when her child wakes up, concentrates on breastfeeding, concentrates on formula giving, and that's it? Or one of the other options, there's so many, there's a plethora of options. Yours might be that you want to be a mother at home and a partner, a wife at home that takes care of your home, that takes care of your family grounds. So that is also an option. But that option involves a bit more, much more physical work, because you're already very on demand with the baby. You're already feeding and making sure that you keep your body still walking, still providing and producing and helping as much as you can with your child. Now, if you want to be the wife at home or the partner at home that takes care of the home, this means another whole different ball game, which is taking care of the dishes, making sure that the place stays clean, food, making sure that food is organized, cooked for yourself, and indirectly for your baby, because the better you eat, the more nutrients your child gets. Your partner is getting their food organized. You have a home where you're happy to come back to. How it is that you choose to stay at home is something that you decide for yourself. But just know that staying at home brings a little bit of patriarchy with it, because most of the women decide, no, I want to stay at home, and my partner goes back to work. I'm speaking about the nuclear family, father, mother, and child. That's what I know, and that's what I speak about, just to make it clear. So when you stay at home, your partner will go back to work and will be the one providing, or will be the one providing because they have their own company, they work for themselves, whichever way. Staying at home then means that you're the one that is holding the fort. You're not only taking care of your child, you're not only taking care of keeping your sanity at least 50% if you can, but also making sure that your partner is being taken care of, so they can even provide better and more for your family. That your home is a place where one looks forward to coming back to, even yourself, yes. When you go out with your child for walks, discovering the place where you're living in the nature. When you think about coming back home, it shouldn't be sure again. No, it should be with pleasure, because you're going back to your oasis. You're going back to that place that you set up for yourself and your family. It is a very big job, but it is one that is very rewarding, and many people before us have done that, so it will not kill you. You are able to do it, and it's a good thing that you're choosing to do that. So research shows that children that are doing better mentally, academically, and socially in general are children that were in contact with one of their parents throughout the day. Yes, children that are being cared for by the direct family members are the ones that are the most contented with life eventually, and most satisfied with themselves. Because when one is at home, when one adult is at home constantly with a child, they ensure that hopefully they do their best to be involved in the education of this child, to be involved in their emotional growth, and making sure that this child gets the feedback that they need to be able to be a good, valuable member of the society. Teaching the kids manner, listening to their worries, sharing their joys. All these things helps the child to know and be able to answer some primary questions that all of us have. Who are my people? Where do I come from? Who loves me? Where do I feel loved? Where am I going? What it is that I'm good at? All these questions are questions that are part of our life, forever. And having a family member or a very close circle person that is involved in our upbringing helps very much for the future, for the present as well as for the future. So please make sure that you think about this when you're making the decision to stay at home. That your staying at home should be one that is very much contributing to the well-being of not only yourself, your child, your partner, and your whole home as a whole. I wish you so much luck doing this and starting this endeavor, because it's one that is full of hurdles, because you're going to learn that eventually not going to work doesn't mean that you're not working. Not going back to work means you're working, but differently. You're working sometimes also 6 different jobs, because suddenly now you're an accountant. Suddenly you became the chef, you cook, you plan the food. Suddenly you became the psychologist, because you're the one to whom the child comes to when they're feeling not so well about life. You're there for them. You're your own friend, you're your own psychologist. You have this relationship that you can build with your partner to be each other's comfort place where you can go back to and discuss what bothers you, share your joys, and making sure that life is much better for you. So eventually staying at home doesn't mean not working. It means working differently, and sometimes working a lot actually, because when you go back to work you have your 8 hours, 8 hour 40, maximum 10 hours sometimes, where you're at work and you really concentrated on what you're doing, and eventually there's no real demand towards you as a person. It's more as an individual that works. It's as a worker, a contribution to the workflow. That's what you are there for. But at home you're being requested as a worker, as a mother, as a friend, as everything together. So it's something that you really get sometimes challenged with, because it's a lot at once. But it's manageable and it's doable and it's totally worth it. For the person that stays at home, it doesn't mean that an income is out of question for you. Please discuss this with your partner. Please discuss it. Discuss it. Discuss it. Because staying at home doesn't mean, because one cannot quantify exactly the amount of work that you do. It is known, for example, that the amount of time that you spend cleaning at home on average during the day amounts to up to 4 hours for the whole day, including dishes, floors, and everything when you have a child. So these things can be quantified in hours, but it doesn't mean that those 4 hours is exactly what you need to be paid for. As a cleaner, for example, no, you also do the work of feeding people, organizing their life, making sure that everything is right. And for all these different types of work that you do, one amount cannot really be the amount that covers everything. But making sure that you get some monetary value of staying at home too is because it shows that you're contributing to everything that is happening. I've spoken a lot in the past with mothers that used to tell me that they do not get a monetary contribution from their partner, even though they're the ones staying at home and taking care of the home. Please discuss it at home and make sure that you agree on a certain amount that will be acceptable for both of you for both of you to receive as a monthly monetary appreciation for what you do. It helps, because that money can help you when you want to sometimes organize your pedicure, your manicure, doing your self-care, going out, whatever it is that you like to do, or you want to contribute to invest that money, whichever way that you decide to use that money for, is something that you will be very happy to get at the end of the week, the month, however you guys decide to do it. Overall, I wish you very much good luck. What you're doing is necessary for the society, because it's a job that's very much underrated. It's a job that is not so much sought after, because people find that it's not a very rewarding one right away. The instant reward is not really there. You're tired. Sometimes you get really angry because, you know, it can become overwhelming. But I want you to know that you're doing a social work that is very necessary for our society and contributes to the posterity. I wish you good luck. Take care. Bye.